Well, apparently, according to the internet, my opinion for this show, I guess I'm in the minority for this one, but I'm used to being a minority. And welcome to my safe. I'm wearing the shirt. I point to it. Welcome to my safe gaming, everyone. Thank you guys for joining me here live. Or not live, but you know what I mean. But thank you guys for joining me for another review here on the BlackGayComicGeek channel. Also, real quick, plug, because I need to plug this more. But yeah, welcome to my safe game. If you like the saying, if you want to support your boy, you do want your own welcome to my safe gaming shirt, I do have a merch store. Link will be in the description box below, and it's in the description box of all my videos and everything like that. But yeah, we're here to talk about Q-Force. It's a show, it's an animated show on Netflix, and I'm not going to really talk a whole lot of spoilers considering it just came out, but I do want to thank Netflix for giving me an advanced screener for Q-Force. I wasn't able to watch the whole thing when they gave me the screener, and now the show is actually out, but I still want to thank Netflix for even still giving me the screener. But yeah, before we get into it, if you are coming across this video and you're watching this video, please do me a favor and hit that like button. It'll help with the YouTube algorithm and everything like that. Engagement pushes the video. It helps my channel to grow because more people get recommended the video, and then more people see my channel, and if they like what they see, they subscribe. So let's get this thing going. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you haven't seen my last video, I just recently hit 4,500 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. For everybody that watches my videos, hits the like button, comments, leaves super chats when I go live. There's this new feature that they added on here where you can actually leave like a $5 or whatever, however much you want in the comments. And so thank you guys for those people that have done that. Like, that's crazy. Like, yeah, thank you for all the support. But anyway, speaking of support, let's talk about Q-Force. Apparently this is very interesting because usually when I do reviews, I don't check to see what other people think regarding a show until I record my review and reaction and upload it, and then I'll go see what other people's opinions are. But I happened to see other people because I posted my reaction or review on TikTok about Q-Force, and I got a lot of pushback. And then also I saw other people talking about it on the internet, and I was like, wow, I guess I'm in the minority. Q-Force is an animated show on Netflix, and it was created by gay men, voiced by gay actors, and it's basically about the character of Steve Merriweather, who's the leader of an all LGBTQ team of spies, and it's about their spy adventures basically. And the lead actor and the lead character, Steve Merriweather, is voiced by Sean Hayes. You have one of the other characters named Deb, who's voiced by Wanda Sykes. David Harbour, who most people know from Stranger Things and Red Guardian and Black Widow, he voiced the only straight main character in the show named Rick. You also have a trans character, Stat, voiced by a trans actress, Patty Harrison. So yeah, LGBTQ folk in front of voicing these characters and behind the camera. Great. I love that. That's pretty much all I talk about with regards to representation matters. So yeah, I was kind of curious to check out this show when I first heard about it. But then when that trailer dropped, I was like, this trailer is terrible. This trailer is hella cringe, and I'm like, this is not how you do representation. Because I feel like every character was basically a stereotype. And so when I got the screener for this, I was just like, oh, I'm not looking forward to watching this. Well, was it as bad as the trailer? Let's talk about it. Okay, for me, no. I would say surprisingly, this show is way better than the trailer portrayed the show to be. And I did find myself having some level of enjoyment for it in just the simple fact of like the novelty of the fact that you have this all queer team of super spies, and then there's action beats. The animation looked pretty decent, and I was pretty much interested in the plot for the most part. That's the thing, honestly, that kept me invested mostly in the show. And there's 10 episodes in total for the show. They're all like a half hour each. And then also, like, in terms of like the surface level representation of it, like, you got drag queen characters. You have the Steve Merriweather character, who's the typical macho, cisgendered, white male super spy, the best of the best. I mean, they're all the characters are the best of the best. But like, Steve Merriweather fits a certain archetype. But then at the same time, his love interest was plus size, and that's something that you don't necessarily always see in terms of like the queer representation aspect of, falling in love with plus size characters or plus size gay characters. So there were a lot of interesting things with regards to Q-Force. However, and I feel like this is where I am a little different than some people on the internet, because a lot of people I've seen really enjoyed Q-Force and they had a great time watching it, but for me, I didn't. I don't want to say I disliked the show. Like I said, there were interesting elements for it. I was more interested in the plot. However, I'm a character guy, and for the most part, nothing in this show really connected me to any of the characters. And honestly, I feel like most of the characters were all caricatures of an archetype. They were all stereotypes. And outside of maybe like Deb, I feel like you didn't really get anything from these characters. And honestly, the only one, and even though you learned more about Deb, the only character that I really liked was the character of Stat. Mostly because she just reminded me of Daria, and I really love the show Daria. Like, there's this one character, his name is Twink, and he's a drag queen character, and his expertise is, because he is a drag performer, he is a master of disguise. He can fool anybody. But yet, almost literally everything that comes out of his mouth is like a witty pun, a sassy, gay pop culture reference. And that's fine. There's moments where it's funny and you chuckle and you laugh. But like I said, it's literally every single thing that comes out of his mouth. Like, he doesn't feel like a real character. It's just like pun, 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 pun. And I'm all for a witty pun, but like, is that all you are? And that's what it felt like most of these characters were. It's like everything felt surface level. And I mean, I get this is supposed to be a comedy, but even in comedies, you get more from characters. And even when they did like try to inject some level of backstory to these like, I don't know, to me, it just didn't hit me the way I wanted it to hit me and the way it hit other people. Because like I said, there are other people on Twitter saying that they really enjoyed this show. And obviously I say it all the time, like, all art is subjective. What hits me is gonna hit you differently, and there are things that I love. Like, I talk about all the time that I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know people that don't care for Buffy. They watched it and they thought it was boring. The great thing about art is that it does hit everybody differently, and you can have a discussion about it and either agree and talk about how much you both enjoy something, or you can talk about where you might disagree. As long as you keep it respectful, then that keeps the thing, that's what keeps art interesting. But I feel like most people on the internet, they don't know how to debate or disagree on a property or a show or movie and keep it respectful. Eventually it devolves into name calling. Oh, you didn't like this, you're stupid, or whatever. It's like, no, I didn't like it because I didn't like it, or whatever. Like, it's all subjective. There's no, your opinion's not more valid than mine, just like mine's not more valid than yours. So I do say, like, for me, even though I might not, because again, I don't want to say I didn't like it, I just thought it was okay. So jumping forward, if I were to rate it, I would say for me, it was just a solid, it broke even for me. And I feel like most of that was on the strength of the plot. Like, even, like, again, talking about the characters and them being a caricature, I'm like, even at the end, they have a sassy black spy girlfriend or whatever show up, and I'm just like, none of these characters felt real. And I mean, yes, I get like all stereotypes are based in reality to a certain extent. And I mean, I know like the witty, sassy, gay, gay guys and things like that. I mean, hell, I'm a sassy gay guy, but at the same time, I'm more than that. Guys, I'm an onion. I have layers. What is that? That's a Shrek reference, right? I forgot what movie that was, but yes, like, I felt like these characters weren't, like, they only had one layer to them. But yeah, obviously check the show out for yourself, form your own opinion, because you may come out with a completely different opinion. Just like I always say, if you saw it, what did you think about it? And let me know in the comment section below. So you may come away with it absolutely loving it. I thought it was okay. I didn't dislike it. I thought it was okay. The last thing I'll say is, I know there are like 2 black writers on the show, but all the executive producers on this show are white men. And I don't know, this show also just felt hella white with like some of like the pop culture references and things like that. You know how, they didn't use this in the show, but I'm just going to use this as an example. Like how a lot of white gay men would say, oh, Madonna, the queen of pop, but black people, I'm like, no, Janet Jackson over Madonna any day of the week. And yeah, I don't know, it just felt hella white. With that said, though, if this does get a season 2, I would check it out, only again because I was interested in the plot. And plus, like I said, this is something I've never seen before. So just on that, I'm like, Yeah. With that said, have you seen Q-Force? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you can, hit that thumbs up button and like this video. It'll really help out again with the channel and the YouTube algorithm. And this is one of your first time checking out one of my videos, please check out the other videos on my channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe for more and hit that bell notification button so you're alerted every single time I post a new video. And tell your friends, families, and neighbors about my channel to help me continue to grow. And as always, I will catch you guys next time.